Greetings, YouTube. I woke up to a very strange message, and because I don't do Alliance War, I don't know if this is an outlier or something that happens fairly often. It sounds like it has never happened to this guy, even though I say that, and then he does say it's not the first time he's dealt with this, but maybe it's not the first time that he's dealt with it, but this is the first time that he's actually put a forum post out on it. And I can see how this can cost people wars. So, the title is what the problem is. The Alliance War nodes changed after placement from Tier 3 to Tier 4, which, again, it's been almost a year since I've done Alliance War, but that appears to be now, in the current meta of it, a very significant change. So it's not the first time I deal with this. I can say it will cost us this war, and it has cost us in the past. We're on a Tier 2 one war ago. Now we're Tier 3. War rating 2882. We did placement for Tier 3 nodes and fixed defense as usual. After Alliance War started, join and only bring counters for Tier 3 nodes. We noticed the change to Tier 4. Sure, we could have looked at nodes too before when preparing, and you can say it's our fault, but then again, what about our defense? Nodes changed drastically from Tier 3 and Tier 4. Platinum 2 becomes pain in Tier 3, as where in Tier 4 it's easy. We arrange defense based on the Tier 3 nodes, obviously, but when you change it without warning, then a lot of our champs go to waste and they don't get kills, thus making us lose. So you can see Tank, Buster, Resistor, Kinetic, Instigator. Havoc, for example, changes from Safeguard in Tier 3 to Tank, Buster, and Resistor in Tier 4, which gives him no benefit whatsoever. So you can see the defense. Oh, how I don't miss fighting Domino or Nick Fury, or I never had to fight Annihilus, thank God. You've never seen somebody fight him worse than you did see me fight Annihilus. But I did fight Korg. Screw that. And then let's talk about Platinum 2. Invisible Woman changes from Oscillate node to in Tier 3, which she can be hard to Immunity Empowerment, or whatever the name is, Tier 4, which again, she isn't immune to anything, gives her no benefit whatsoever. Sentinel from Encroaching Stun, which benefits him due to specials being thrown to the node, which gives him 6-hit stuns. I can go on and on regarding defense. This has made it so the enemy doesn't have a hard time to deal with our defense, and you can see the war progress right here. 49 attacker kills to 44. Our enemy has 130 less war rating than us. I don't know how this works, but isn't the enemy selected during matchmaking and not after placement phase? If so, you decide what nodes there are during the matchmaking phase, and if you decide that the war will have Tier 4 nodes, why not notify me during placement about that so I prepare accordingly? How hard is it to add a simple text that shows us about the nodes? So, again, I don't know if this is a common problem or not, but it seems like this is the first time that this guy made the forum post about it and has screenshots to boot, which is always appreciated when it comes to visuals. I can see how incredibly frustrating this can be, because you are placing those defenders for those specific nodes with the assumption that they're the best defender for the node, and then when the node changes, it completely negates the reason why you placed the defender in the first place. And as this summoner said, it actually can make it to where the defender placed on that node now has no interaction with the new node, like the immunities, and so you're just wasting a defender. So when you have leadership that gets burnt out, and it is so stressful sometimes to be a leader in your alliance. I was a leader in an alliance years ago, and I just remember how stressed we all were just to keep recruiting, so that if we lost a member, we had people so that we could immediately call them up and have a full 30-member roster. But when you have that kind of stress, and then you have to deal with stuff like this, it just doesn't. It's not fun. It does not make the game fun. And Alliance War rewards are really good now. And so if this ends up being the difference in costing you a war, and then you drop in placement for those rewards at the end of the season, everybody is frustrated, and it makes the game less fun, and the less fun you're having, the more likely you are to retire or quit the game altogether. So I get it. I get why this is frustrating, but I cannot tell you if this is a normal problem or not. I need you, the YouTube watchers, to tell me if this is common and what you would suggest to do to help this person out, because when I get a a request to do a video on a forum post like this, I think the best thing we can do is find solutions to help each other because, again, makes the game more fun and less frustrating. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good day.